Beyond the Nozzle. Igniting engagement.
It began like so many discoveries do, with an accident. In 1930, a Swiss physicist named Walter Jaeger was working on a sensor he hoped would detect poisonous gas. He built a small device that would register changes in electrical current when particles passed through its chamber. He tested it with gas, and nothing happened. Frustrated, he lit a cigarette. And that's when it worked. The smoke particles altered the current in his device, and the sensor reacted. Jaeger hadn't invented a poison gas detector, but he had, without knowing it, stumbled onto the science that would one day protect millions of families: the ionization smoke detector. The concept sat on shelves for years. Used mainly in industry, it wasn't until the 1960s that the smoke detectors became practical for homes. A man named Duane Pearsall, an engineer from Colorado, refined Jaeger's discovery into the first affordable battery-powered residential smoke alarm. In 1965, his invention, the SmokeGard 700, hit the market. For the first time, families could install a small round guardian on their ceilings. By the 1970s, smoke detectors became common in American homes, and by the 1980s, building codes across the U.S. required them. And then came the proof. On a bitterly cold night in 1982 in Minneapolis, Minnesota, a fire broke out in a two-story home while a family of 5 slept inside. An electrical short in the basement sent flames creeping upward. Within minutes, smoke filled the stairwell. The kind of smoke that kills silently, faster than fire itself. But upstairs, in the hallway, a smoke detector screamed to life. Jolted awake, the parents rushed to gather their 3 children. They made it out the front door with seconds to spare. Fire crews later said that without the alarm, the family would never have survived. The fire had already consumed the basement and was cutting off their escape path. That story repeated again and again across cities and towns. Lives saved not by chance, not by luck, but by a device small enough to fit in your hand, loud enough to wake you up from the deepest sleep, and cheap enough to buy at any hardware store. And yet, even today, too many homes go without them, or worse, leave them hanging silent with dead batteries. Firefighters know the heartbreak of those calls. The fire is survivable. The smoke could have been a warning, but the detector was missing or disabled. The smoke detector isn't glamorous. It doesn't draw attention until the moment it's needed most. But since its widespread adoption, it has reduced fire deaths in homes by over 50%. Think about that. Half of the lives once lost to fire now walk away because of a small plastic disc on the ceiling. What Walter Jaeger discovered by accident, what Duane Pearsall refined into a household tool, has become one of the simplest, cheapest, and most effective pieces of safety equipment ever created. It is quite literally the voice that cries out in the dark when you cannot. And maybe that's the story with remembering that sometimes the heroes in firefighting aren't just the men and women who charge into flames, but the inventions that keep families safe before we ever arrive. Until tomorrow, on Beyond the Nozzle, stay safe, stay engaged, and remember, a simple post can save a life.
Beyond the Nozzle. Igniting engagement.